And you got minus 2 plus 3i. That's your Z1. Your Z2 is minus 3 minus 2i. That's your Z2. And your Z3 is take both of them away from each other. So that'll be Z1. Take away Z2. Alright. So minus 2 plus 3i. Lads, remember that minus. Now, you multiply in by the minus. What you get? Yeah. And then you're going to get minus 2 plus 3 is 1. You got 1 plus 5i. I got to draw that somewhere. So 1 across, 5 up. That's it there. That's your Z1 and your Z2. Happy days. Okay. Investigate if the length of Z3. So do you see those two vertical lines? That means length. So that means you're going to do the square root of the real part squared plus the imaginary part squared. Is that right? It's basically Pythagoras' theorem to tell you how far away the complex number is from the origin. It tells you how far away it is. That's it. It's wondering if the long black line equals the shorter two black lines added together. They're trying to figure out are they the same size or not. That's what they're trying to figure out. Okay. So let's find the length of the longer black line, which is this one here. Okay. And it's going to be square root of 1 squared plus, what's it, 5 squared? How do you know it's 1 squared plus 5 squared, lads? The imaginary part, yeah, and that'll be root 26. So this length here is actually root 26, which is whatever, it's 5 point something, isn't it? So it's 5.1. Okay. Happy days, that's 5.1. All right. Now we got to do the length of Z1. So how do we get the length of Z1, lads? Well, yeah, because it's minus 2 and 3, so it's going to be minus 2 squared plus 3 squared. Okay. That, oddly enough, equals root 13. Is that okay? Root 13. Now, got to do the next one, which is over here. And it's more or less the same thing, isn't it? Except this time it's it's minus 3 and minus 2. Okay, so it's minus 3 squared and minus 2 squared, which is also root 13. Now, who in the class can tell me, is root 26 the same thing as root 13 plus root 13? Surds or square roots, they don't obey normal maths. So I'll give you an example. Root 4 plus root 5 does not equal root 9. They're not the same thing. Surds do not obey addition maths. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you weren't sure about this in the test, what could you do? If you aren't too sure about that, what could you do? Put in a calculator, press the change button. That's 5.1. Put root 13 into your calculator, press the change button, and you get 3.6, 3.61. You can clearly see that the two of them are longer, aren't they, when you add them together? Did everybody see that? So what does this question actually mean? Well, Z3 means that this complex number is 5.1, a distance of 5.1 away from the origin. Is everybody happy with that? And this one here would be a distance of 3.6, and this one here is also a distance of 3.6. They're actually they'd actually be on the same circle because they're actually the same length away from the origin. Does everybody see that? Grant. Just if something like that was to pop up. All right. I don't think I need a conclusion, do we? Sorry. They are not equal. Yeah, they are not equal. That's all you have to say there. Okay. Last question. Most of you did good business with this. What's Z1 over Z2? Yeah, minus 2 plus 3i and Z2. Okay. Now lads. Okay, yeah. What do you need to do with this to get rid of it on the what you need to do to get rid of the i's on the bottom? Huh? You need to use what's called a conjugate. Yeah, top and bottom. Lads, you actually get 6 out of 10 for that. 6 out of 10. That's 60% of a part C question right there. You haven't done a thing. Yeah, you actually get 4 out of 10 for just putting the numbers in. So you passed the question for something in Z1, Z2. You're on 60% now. And now all you gotta do is for the last 40% is all the work. There is an 8 out of 10 if you successfully multiply top and bottom, but don't finish. Okay, so you gotta multiply this out and finish it off. What I'm saying is that's a part C, and it's so easy to pass, and it's fairly easy to pass. Like, remember, it's 4 lines, isn't it? So you have to multiply all 4 lines by each other. I'm gonna pause. So that's minus 2 and minus 3 is 6. Minus 2 is minus 4i. 3i by 3 is minus 9i. What's the next one? 3i by 2i. That's 6i squared. But what is 6i squared? It's minus 6, isn't it? Yeah, underneath. Minus 3 by minus 3, 9. Minus 3 by 2i is minus 6i. Another plus 6i. And then a 2i by minus 2i. What's minus 4i squared, lads? Plus 4. Okay. 13 on the bottom. Is it? Yeah, just minus 13i on the top. What's 13? Minus 13 divided by 13? Minus 1i. Cool. All right. The question is finished. It just means that your answer is in this form. So you could have technically wrote it as 0 minus 1i, where the x value would be 0 and the y value would be minus 1. But you're not actually asked to find x, y. You're just asked to produce the answer as a complex number. So nowhere does it say find x, y. Yeah, that's the answer, yeah. Or that's the answer there. Okay. All right, guys. Haven't got long, so I'm going to flow through this. 4 lines. 3x squared minus 4x. 2 lines underneath. 5 times 3x, 15x. 5 times minus 4, minus 20. Then, minus 3 by x is minus 3x squared. Minus 3 by 2 is minus 6 plus 4. I think the x squareds are going to cancel. 3x squared cancels the other 3x squared. Okay? All right. Then, did I make a mistake there? I didn't. All right, so we get 11x, is it? Yeah. It's going to be 11x minus 22 equals 0. Bring the 22 out the other side. 11x equals 22. Divide. 11 is multiplication on the left, makes a division on the right. X equals 2. All right. That'll be gone for 10 marks. Okay. You've passed the question if you made a good attempt at that. Now, the next one. This next one is considered a hard algebra question. But to get a lot of attempt marks, what's the only thing you need to do? What's the only thing you need to do to get a lot of attempt marks? The common denominator will get you past the question. Put everything. So you look across and what do you see? What does the x plus 3 see when it looks across? And what else does it see? 2. So put 2x on the bottom, put 2x on the top. What's 2 times x? You said you saw the 2 and the x. Yeah. What does the x see? It sees an x plus 3 and the 2. Put the 2 here, put the x plus 3 here, and do the same thing up here. 2 and x plus 3. Okay, what about the next one? What? Here, yeah, I'll do it like this for you if you want. Yeah. Okay. And what does the 2 see? The 1 and the. So sees the x and the x plus 3. If you make the common denominator highly visible, you've passed the question. I've passed. Okay. Now, next thing, because they're the same denominator, what does that mean? They don't matter anymore. So if you have x over 7 equals 3 over 7, because the denominators are the same, you don't even have to pay attention to them. Just x equals 3 is the answer. So because all the denominators are the same, we don't actually have to pay attention to them. Yeah, don't actually cross them off because you want to make sure it's visible in an exam. But 5 times 2, 10. 10x, everybody. Problem here, though. There's a real problem with this one. Who does that minus belong to? The 1. And what's minus 1 times 2? Yes, that's where we get people. Okay? You multiply that out. What you get now? Minus 2x minus 6. How many has copped up the mistake there? It wasn't minus 2x minus 6. Anybody? No, you all made it. Fair play to you. Well sorted, you there. Who's. Alright. So that's x into. Okay. Very artistic. And we got 3x minus 8x is minus 5x. Who got x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0? A is 1, B is minus 5, minus B is plus 5, and C is 6. Some of you guys might do the minus B formula. The factorizing on this one is actually very easy. So I might just factorize myself though, if that's okay with you. So I'm just going to get x minus 3 and x minus 2. Two answers are 2 and 3. Who got 2 and 3?